Hello, teacher. I'm Jonathan Rodriguez. I'm here with.
Hello, teacher. I'm Jessica Chavez.
So it's a pleasure to be here with you, teacher, and Jessica. Well, Jessica, today we're going to do or make a little interview, right?
Okay.
And the principal topic is natural disaster. As you know, if kind of emergency that occurs in our country, and I would like to know what do you know about natural disaster? What kind of natural disaster do you know?
Well, Jonathan, I know different kind of disaster. For example, earthquake. It was the most danger disaster that faced our country many years ago, and also floods is a typical disaster that we face every day on winter. And there are others, but in our country, flood and hurricanes are the most common.
Yeah, sure. Basically, as you said before, is the most common natural disaster that occurs in a country, right? And as you know, are so dangerous, right?
Yes.
Well, Jessica, I have two questions for you that I would like to know the answer that you will give me, right? And the first question is, what item of sentimental value would you first save in an emergency?
Well, Jonathan, comes to my mind if happen earthquake. In that case, I will say first my pets because I have two, people dog and a kitty, and they are the most important sentimental value in my life.
Wow, Jessica, that sounds really, really interesting. So you mean that you love pets, right?
Yes,
You love pets, and I would like to know what are the names of your pets.
yes, their names are my people dogs. Her name is Amber, and my kitty, his name is Jasper.
Well, that are so pretty names for your pets, right?
Thank you,
So
Jonathan.
I think you take care of your pets every single day because you have to feed them
Yes.
and water. That's something important that you have to do to take care of your pets, right? That's really, really interesting, Jessica. Well, with the second question is if you have the chance to choose between saving an item of practical importance and an item of sentimental value, what would you save?
In that case, Jonathan, I didn't change my choice because, as I say before, my pets are the most important value for me. And sometimes, when it happens a little earthquake or seism in our country, the first thing that I look for are my pets because it's the first thing that comes to my mind when the disasters occurs. And so I mean that I didn't change my choice.
I guess when the earthquake occurred in El Salvador, probably you felt really afraid because you maybe thought about what happened with my dog or my cat. What did you do when the earthquake occurred in that moment?
Well, some weeks ago we have
Yes.
several earthquakes here
Yes.
in Santa Ana, and with the first and second earthquakes occurred, I remember that the first thing that I took it was my pet. I
Yeah.
remember that I was resting near to my dog and also my cat. And the first thing that I did in that moment it was to take my pet,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I take my dog, and he's a strong pit bull. It's really difficult. And then I took my kitty, and it was difficult because our two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, but my sister helped me, and then we go out to the house, and so that happened with the earthquake that we had
Yeah.
some weeks ago, and this is that I think that I will do in an emergency.
Yes, well, I suppose it was really difficult that moment with you because you made many things to take care of your pets, right?
Yes.
That's really really interesting, Jessica. Basically, you loved your pets, right?
Yes.
You loved your pets, and that's really really good. But imagine if natural disasters doesn't exist, what item of practical importance you save?
If my pet doesn't exist,
Yeah, if its pets doesn't exist.
yeah, if my pet doesn't exist, I probably will save my cell phone because it's an important item that help you to communicate with others. In the case that occurs an earthquake, for example, your cell phone it will be an important material thing which will help you to communicate with your family that it's not near to you
Yes.
or your sister, your family that are the most important for you, and also your cell phone it will help you to communicate
Yes.
and know what happened with the country because with your cell phone you can see the news and understand what happened with the country.
Well, Jessica, you mentioned that you would save your cell phone, right?
Yes.
That's really good because, as you said before, there are different gadgets that are so very useful for us, right?
Yes.
But in this case, you saved your cell phone, and as you mentioned before, is the most important thing that you can use when a natural disaster occurs, and that's really good because you mentioned something important because you said that you can communicate with your friends or family and you can send a text message about what happens in that moment, right? That's
Yes.
really good, Jessica. Well, it was all about the interview, Jessica. It was a pleasure to be here with you.
Okay, thank you, Jonathan. It was a pleasure to me.
Okay, Jessica, see you.
See you.